Welcome back programmers, Spide is back with another video. So in this video I'm going to talk about a pedestrian detection, or we can say a human detection counter and program using OpenCV Python. If you want to that demo it, then there is already I have uploaded a demo on my Instagram page. So just you need to follow my Instagram page. So you can see this is the demo. It can count the number of people in the frame. It will not count that how many how many people is passed through this road. It will count the only number of people which is available in the frame. So now you can see it how it is working. So how we can implement this system using OpenCV. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you can do it. So just let's get started. So before starting video, just you need to subscribe our Machine Learning Hub channel. You will get lots of amazing and interesting videos like this related to OpenCV, machine learning, deep learning and Python, and you will get lots of ready-made projects. So if you want some free and open source project, then you can check out my GitHub. There are lots of projects I have uploaded on the GitHub. If you want a final year project which should be amazing and different from the market, then you need to just check out my online store. So in this online store there are lots of projects available in the uh, very lowest price than the market. So you can get download the projects here also. So these all are the paid projects. In this repository there are lots of free projects available. Now I'm going to talk about a human detection system, or we can say pedestrian detection system. So it is a concept is very similar as a face detection system. If you know, obviously every Pythonish person have already did this thing like a face detection system. It's now very easier to do. We can do this thing in around 10 to 12 lines using Python. So now same case with our this concept. So how we are doing this thing? So first of all, I have created one human detection.py file. Now I need to import some imported library. So I'm using OpenCV. So you need to import CV2. Currently I don't need imutils library. So just I need to remove it. Then NumPy, and then from imutils.object detection we are importing NMS algorithm in non-max suppression. I will tell you all the things in the next steps, so just no need to worry. Now how we are detecting a pedestrian or human in the from the video or the from the any frame or any image? So the answer is we are using a histogram of oriented gradients, HOG descriptor, or we can simply we are using HOG algorithm. Now what do you mean by HOG? So I'm not going into very depth details, just simply I'm telling, if you know Haar cascading technique. In the Haar cascade, what we are doing, we are creating one XML, or we can say one classifier file for the different type of object. Like there are already Haar cascade available for the number plate, human, then for the car detection, face detection, cat face detection. There are lots of Haar cascade is available. Now we are doing same thing. Now we are detecting also, means we are, our concept is same, but we are using different type of the algorithm. We are using a histogram of oriented gradients. Now how we will train our own classifier? So this classifier is already made by some person uh, who is contributed this algorithm to open source. But how we can make this thing? So I'm just giving you a simple demo. Just you need to create a two folder P and N. In positive image you need to put the object images of the object which you need to detect, and in the N you need to put the negative images. In this negative image, image should not be present which you need to detect, and then you need to just train your model, machine learning model. So in this the person who have created this algorithm, they are using support vector machine algorithm. So just you need to train your SVM model, and then you can detect your own object also. So now we are doesn't creating any model for our work, because there are already open source work is available, just we are using it. So now lots of people telling like what you have did in this code. So just I want to tell the thing, the thing is very simple. There are lots of things available to do. It doesn't mean we did not do anything. Like there are TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch. There are lots of libraries available for the machine learning. Now if I am creating some deep learning or machine learning application with using those library, doesn't mean I did not do anything, because just I have used those libraries. I have did lots of hard work for the research parameters and all. So ignore this kind of the person. Okay, so let's focus on our work. Now we need to define our algorithm. So there are algorithms already defined in the CV2. So we are using CV2.hog descriptor. Then in the HOG descriptor we need to pass our model. So HOGB.set SVM detector. So in this set SVM detector we are passing our algorithm. So this is our algorithm here. CV2.hog descriptor get default people detector. Now press the control and click on this. It will lead you to the initial file of the OpenCV. So you can see, you can read all the description here. So it is classifier for the human detection, you can read. So now this is the ready-made algorithm, we are using it. Now we have setted our algorithm. Now we need to create our one function def detector. I have created one function. Now we need to detect multiple person from the frame. So that's why we are using a detect multi-scale method here. This is the same method which we are using in the face detection and cat detection. Now it will return two things, rectangle and weights of that object. So the rectangle things means, rectangle means simply we can say it a box, value of the coordinates. So with that box coordinate we can draw the rectangle using the CV2 on that object. So this point is important, weights is not important for now, but still we are unpacking all the values. Now in detect multi-scale we are using a sliding window concept. How? So let's talk ahead. In the detect multi-scale we need to first of all pass our frame, we need to pass the image in which we need to detect the person. Now we need to define win stride 4 and padding is equal to 8 and scale is equal to 1.03. Now what it is kind of the value. So simply they understand the logic behind this. There is a one, just you need to assume that there is a one, you need to create a, you are creating one water bottle detector. Okay, now you have only one image. So how machine will learn? Okay, so just assume that there is a one rectangle which is kind of the scanning the picture of the bottle left to right. After the left to the right it will go top to bottom. So it will scan all the all of the image, whole image using that rectangle. So we are giving the size of the rectangle here, and with this code we are initializing our object. So that's how we can detect our object using detect multi-scale. It will detect multiple objects from the images. Okay, now it will you can directly use you can directly use these rectangles. It will, in this rectangle it will generate the four values, 4 x y w h, and you can directly put the CV2 rectangle. It will detect the person easily in just around 5 to 8 line. Okay, but now the main problem is that if you detect the person, there is a one problem, it will overlap. Means just assume that let me give you one image here. Okay, now assume that there is a one person is detected here. Now second person is also detected here, but with the model accuracy it will try to detect the one another person in the already detected rectangle. So it will overlap the detection. Means in one person detection it will detect another person. So it will give you around a 3 to 4 rectangle in already 2 person. Actually there are 2 person already detected, but it will give me result 4 person is detected, 3 person is detected. So we are limited, actually this is because of our accuracy and algorithm, but we need to pass the non-max suppression algorithm here, which is short form is known as the NMS. So what we are doing, we are converting our array, and in the array we are passing our values x, y, w, h, and we are simply kind of the list compression. We are doing the list compression of the our values, and we are converting all the values into the array. Now we need to apply the non-max suppression, which is already predefined algorithm. So in this we need to pass all the values and overlap threshold 0.65, so it will down the overlapping. I'm not telling it will totally change the overlapping scenario. Now it will overlap, but your overlap probability will be low compared to the simple using this kind of the situation. We need to use this NMS here. Otherwise, the result will be like not much accurate, because it will detect multiple person in the single frame. Now obviously we need to count the person in the frame, so we are initializing c is equal to 1 here. Now our we are getting all the values of the x, y, wh in this pick variable. Now we need to iterate. So for x, y, wh in the pick, and where the value of the box is detected, we need to put a rectangle on it. So we are putting our rectangle on it. After the putting one rectangle, we are creating another rectangle on the top of the rectangle bottom for the just good looking, and then we are putting the text here, and we are passing that string, and then we are passing the value of the count. So it will count like people 1, people 2, people 3, and the end of the our loop we are just increasing our value by 1, means c is equal to c plus 1. And after the our loop completion, we are count the total person also, means we are putting cv2 dot put text, then just we are counting how many person is available in the frame. Okay, so these all are the color values. This is the rectangle, means width. This is the size of that text. Then this is the kind of the width of that text. This is the color of the it is like simple, you need to just know about this. We are using this font cv2 dot font Hershey simplex, and here we are using duplex. This is the x and y coordinates of the rectangle, sorry, for the text, not a rectangle, for the text. And then we are using cv2 dot im show, then it will show the frame, means it will show the result, and at the end of our procedure we are returning our frame. So now we have already made this function. Now we need to use this function, so just need to pass the image. So from the we are moving to another program, import cv2. Now we are importing imutils. Now we need to just read the our image, it means we are passing this image t1.jpg. Okay, now we are passing this image to our ready-made function which we have created. So we need to import first, then we need to import the program name, means from human detection import detector is our function, and human detection is our program. Now we need to resize our image. Resize means what? We are resizing the width of the image to 800, because sometimes what happens, sometimes like images like in the higher format which will down the result ratio. So we are just resizing width of the image. Now we are passing this image to our detector. So now detector will do all this procedure which we have seen in this our function. So now this detector will take the image, and it will first of all get the value of the rectangle, then means it will detect the person, then get the values of the all the boxes. Now we are converting the simple our all the data into array, and we are applying NMS algorithm, and then we are drawing the rectangle on it. So I have just given you info in the very short. Already I have explained you all the things. After that we are passing cv2 dot weight key is equal to 0, means it will open the cv2 frame, cv2 result, until the we did not close it. If we define 5000 value here, then it will close after 5 seconds, and at the end we are destroying our all the windows, means it will clear all the cache memory and windows. Okay, now it's time to run our image, means our code, and see how it's working. So you can see p1, p2 and p3. Now 3 person is already detected here, and you see total person is equal to 3. So it will show the count. Okay, means it will count the people from the frame. It will doesn't count how many, means it will not work properly in the videos format, means it will not count how many person is totally passed from this street. Okay, so now let me check for another image like t1.jpg. Instead of me, let me check there is one image. Okay, t2.jpg. So let me pass t2.jpg here and let me run the program once again. Okay, so p1 and p2, two person is detected, but now p2 is overlapping on the p1 rectangle, so that's why. But now our count is 2% here. Okay, so now on the image detection is very good. Now let me check for the video. So for the video you need to first get the video. Even you can use your open means your webcam here, just you need to pass 0 here, but I am using system video. Okay, I don't know why, I just have copied code from the older repository, so I don't need to this car R cascade. Now for the video we need to go into while loop. So while true, then we need to get the rate and frame. Rate means it will give you a value of true and false. If true means you are getting the frame, and if false then you are not getting the frame. Then frame is equal to rate and frame is equal to cap dot read. It will read all the frames, and then we are resizing our frames into 800 size, and we are passing the frame into our detector which we have made on that file, human detection. And now we are passing our frame here. This code is for the video writing, which I don't want to write again. Already I have written my video. Now k is equal to cv2 dot wait key 30 means if I means it will initialize the keylogger here. If k is equal to 27 means if I press the escape key, then it will exit, and at the end we are destroying all the video, means it all the frames and memory. Now let me check t1.mp4. now we need to run this video. This code is for the video writer. If you want to save this video, then it will save the video also. So you can see now our overlapping ratio is very small, means very less. You can see it will try to count the people, but it's not like exactly accurate, but you can say it's working good. You cannot say it is very perfect. Lots of people missing from this frame here. Okay, on this video working is good. Now there is a one, I have actually already 3 videos, so we will check for the every video. So now we are checking from the t2.mp4. This is also CCTV footage of some. You can see this person is, which is very small, is detected, but now I don't you can see this person is ignored here. Now from this all other person, only 2% is detected. So actually this video is around 1 minute longer, so it will run almost 2 to 3 minutes, because it will show a very less frame here. But now you can see detection is working very good here. So now let's check for the t3.mp4. Now this actually this video contains some accident footage here. Actually I get this video from the YouTube, and just I testing on this video. Now you can see there are lots of overlapping in this video also. You can see now this person is detected, but I don't know, like this all two are ghost person is detected in this frame. So actually it is accident footage. You know this, if you don't know what happened here, then this fan will crash into this lady, and it is footage of the accident. Okay, so for the if you did not get the result here properly, then you just need to uh, because sometimes what happen, video is already in the smaller format and still you are increasing size of the video, then it will also decrease the result. Now I'm not resizing my video, and now once again let me check the result. Okay, now result is very worst here, you can see. So according to me, you need to change the resolution of video and images also, otherwise it will give a ghost result, like the person is detected here, the person is detected here, here and here. So without changing the resolution, result will be very worst. So I hope guys you understand the concept of the pedestrian, or we can say human detection, is very well. If you did not get anything, just comment down here. I have uploaded this code on the my GitHub also. You will find from the my GitHub. It is code is open source. So if you like this video, like and share this video with your friend. Don't forget to subscribe the Machine Learning Hub channel. So if you have any suggestion, or if you have any suggested topic for my upcoming video, then you can give me in a comment section. Otherwise, you can follow me on the Instagram page. You can subscribe the channel. You will get the lots of interesting video. You can purchase the ready-made projects from the our store here, and you will get lots of free on open source code from the my GitHub. So I hope guys I have done for the today. So guys, see you in the next one. Until that, keep and enjoy the coding. So thank you for the listening me.